Hello and welcome to Sunrider, Mask of Arcadius. And as far as I know, it's a hybrid visual novel and mecha tactics game, I guess. And, well, the game is free on Steam, but there is a sequel that costs money. So I wonder if... I don't know how I feel about it, but I wonder if this game is, a full, complete experience, or is it just a demo for the sequel, But I'll make that judgment when we cross that bridge, I guess. And I guess another disclaimer is the fact that you can't stream or record the original music in this game, apparently, as far as I know. So you gotta, either mute the music, or what I did was replace all the music in the game folder. And I borrowed all the music from, Mao Damashi, I think, a Japanese composer, and also a website where there's a bunch of copyright-free music, which is great. Mao Damashi, I think, stands for, or at least translates to, something like Demon King Soul or something like that, right? And hopefully the music I chose fits the game. I'm not entirely sure because I've never played the game yet. But, well, let's just find out. Oh, first arrival, I guess. Please select your difficulty. And well, Mao Damashi has a lot of rock music, basically. Instead of the most of the original music was like orchestra and stuff, but I replaced it mostly with rock music, which is I don't know if it fits, but anyway. Difficulty level. Well, there's visual novel mode, impossible to lose. There's casual mode. Inside, how you say it? I don't know how to say it. Inside, I don't know. No longer guaranteed. Captain, which I assume is normal mode, the way Sunrider is meant to be played. Hard mode, and space whale mode, which is a weird way to phrase impossibly difficult difficulty. I guess just Captain. I assume that's just normal mode. I've heard this game does ramp up in difficulty later, but well, we'll deal with that when we get there. And I guess return. It's like a menu. Oh. This story takes place as we live today, in a universe reminiscent but vastly different from our own. Humanity has spread to the four corners of the galaxy, subjugating all life. We've become the dominant species throughout the stars. Oh, great for human beings. Yet, we are far from secure. War brews from the northern quadrant of the galaxy. PACT, a pact, the People's Alliance, has toppled the once mighty new empire. Led by a mysterious individual known as Venisar Arcadius, Pact seeks to subjugate the galaxy under its new world order. Does the People's Alliance become the new empire then? I don't know. Distant from the brewing clouds of war, the neutral world of Serra seems safe from the approaching Pact war machine. It is on this quiet world where our journey begins. Serra? This is Serra? I thought it was Earth, but I guess... Oh, a different planet. Captain Kato Shields looked out the window of his orbital shuttle. Below him, he could see the glittering orb that was his home, Serra. Beyond it, a vast sea of stars stretched out as far as the eye can see. Anyway. Shields leaned forward on his seat and spoke to his pilot. The pilot was obscured by his seat and Shields could only hear his burly voice humming to the tinny radio. How much further until we get there? Just a moment now. Can't wait until you meet your girl, can you, sir? I haven't seen Aya, or Ava, right? Ava, since we were in high school. Or is it Ava? I don't know. I doubt she even remembers me. The commander? Psh, not her. I mean the Sunrider, the newest ship in the fleet. Here, let me turn the ship around and give you a view. Oh, he's talking about the ship. Shields leaned against his window and laid his eyes on the Sunrider. Colossal in size but still sleek looking, Shields found her to his liking. The behemoth vessel stuck a deadly image, like a poised arrowhead at the ready. Aye, there, have a look at her. So advanced that the brass needs to train a new line of officers to fly her. Well, she looks like a fine vessel. Just hang tight, Captain. Won't be long now. The shuttle continued its docking approach. Shields sat tight as the shuttle neared the Sunrider and docked. After exiting the shuttle, Shields walked through the airlock and entered the Sunrider's hangar. Captain on deck. Welcome aboard, Captain. First Officer, I say Ava. Okay, I'll just say Ava. First Officer Ava Crescentia, reporting for duty. I guess sci-fi names. Oh, okay. Let's be friendly. It's been a while, Ava. Same to you, Captain. The last time we saw each other was your graduation in high school. I didn't ever dream that I'd ever become your commanding officer. Well, neither did I. It'll be just like old times again. Anyways, don't be too awkward around me, alright? I'll be counting on you from now. Understood, Captain. I'm not sure you understand. Very professional. Understand what? The whole captain thing? It's just bizarre hearing you call me that. I do believe that is the correct protocol of a first officer, is it not? Never mind. Give me a report of Sunrider's status. We've been working for the past 2 weeks testing her systems. She's prepped to go on your word, sir. Good. It sounds like a high command wants us out of here ASAP. Alright. Exposition? Tell me more about the Sunrider. About the ship that we're gonna be on. She's the newest ship in the fleet. She's armed like a warship, but built like a carrier. We can field up to 12 riders, and also provide capital ship support for them. Riders. Is it like... Is it the mechs? Riders? Her biggest asset is the Vanguard cannon. They took a gun from a battleship-class warship, modified it extensively, and put it on top of our ship. Still, it works like a charm and can rip holes through ships over twice as big as ours. You know, I guess in a lot of sci-fi, there's a lot of like Navy talk, right? The equivalent of Navy talk, or at least classification of ships and all that. I don't know. Well, I mean, it's all fiction, so I was wondering if that's like realistic or not, but I guess it doesn't matter. Not only that, but the Sunrider can be flown with a crew of just 50, and is one of the most efficient warp drives in the fleet. We'll be able to jump across the galaxy in just days. Well, sounds like a fine vessel. Orange alert? Oh, don't tell me you don't know. Reiner surrendered to Pact just this morning. Reiner? To the People's Alliance. Already? That's another neutral world that's been taken by Pact. Not only that, but Pact's taken Minerva, Verona, and Gerald in the past 3 months. One neutral planet after another. What do you think this means? Encirclement. We're next. Exactly. So that's why High Command's not taking any risks. If any hostiles enter our gravity well, we're to open fire first, and ask questions later. Alright, let's move on. First, a tour of the ship. Oh, good. As you've noticed, this is the Sunrider's hangar. We can store up to 12 riders in here. I don't see any riders here. Where are they now? We won't be receiving them until Wednesday. Once they're here though, you'll be able to access them and order equipment changes here. This is an interactive map of the Sunrider. You can use it to navigate around the ship. We're going to head up to the bridge, up above us on deck 1. Try using the map to navigate there. Make sure you click on the deck 1 tab first. Okay, bit of a tutorial, I guess? Okay, we just click here. I thought we were gonna click on the actual map, but I guess we just click here. What's deck 0? Are we in deck 0? Or rather... Oh, okay, so you click here first, then you click on whatever is available on the map. Okay, that makes sense. She was just saying about tabs. Right, that makes sense. So we click here. Oh, why is she angry? Can we... Oh. I guess we can't just go to any place we can. We can only go to where the game tells us to. So we can only go to the bridge. Why is she angry though? Is she a tsundere? Anyway. This is the Sunrider's main bridge. This is where you'll be commanding the ship. Well, that's a pretty fancy star map in the middle. You can use that star map to plot a course and to warp to other systems. I'll also usually be here if you ever need me. Alright. Engineering. Oh, this is engineering. The ship's main reactor is located here, and we can also use the lab to research and construct new equipment. Unfortunately, the research lab's not yet open. That's also going to be available on Wednesday? Correct. Okay. Oh, where'd she go? To the mess hall. This is the ship's mess hall. We can come down here to eat and relax after work. That sounds good to me. And my place, basically. Finally, these are your personal quarters. Well, looks like I've moved up in life. Wow, looks almost like a loft in Sarah City. Please, don't mess up your room too much, Captain. I've already got some ideas on how to redecorate it. You can come here to access your personal logs and other material. Furthermore, if a member of the crew needs your help with something, they'll be waiting outside of your door. You can use your map to walk around the ship. You're encouraged to interact with your crewmates whenever possible. Alright, a happy ship makes for a strong ship. And that concludes our tour. Like I said, I'll be in the bridge most of the time, so you can come to me if you ever need help. What's next? I'm afraid we'll have to cut formalities short, Captain. Like I said, Command wants us out of dry dock as soon as possible. We are scheduled for our first live engine tests. We'll be sailing port shortly and making one loop around the moon. Well, fine with me. Let's return to the bridge and see what the Sunrider is capable of. All hands, this is your captain speaking. Man your stations, activate the main reactor and light the engines. Momentarily, we'll be beginning a live test of our engines by sailing port and making one round to the moon. We are to enter orange alert as soon as we clear port. Raise shields and scan for any possible hostiles. I know this is just a test, but keep your guard up. I want everyone to be on their feet in case we run into any problems. Main reactor is coming awake, Captain. Power is increasing. Wake her lady up, Ava. We're getting out of here. Hey, sir. Helmsman, light the engines. Engineering reports the reactor is working within parameters. Power is increasing to the engines. Blast off in 3, 2... What the hell was that? Checking status. Engineering reports the reactor core is still stable. No explosions reported in either Deck 0 or 2. Captain, the only place that blast could have come from is outside. Outside, as in... Contact! Packed warp signatures detected. What? Missile bolts. They jumped in right under our noses. Red alert! Cancel the engine tests. Aye, Captain. All hands, battle stations. This is not a drill. This is turning out to be one hell of a maiden flight. Ava, what's our weapon status? And here's that rock music again. I don't know. Again, I don't know if the music would fit the game, but, well, we'll just have to deal with it. Limited. The Vanguard cannon is still offline. We have flak turrets, saviors, and a few shots of hell darts. Captain, you're not seriously thinking of taking the Sunrider into battle, are you? We haven't even completed any of our engine tests, much less any munition checks. Well, no time like the present, Ava. And from the sounds of things, I don't think PAC's gonna wait for us to finish our tests. Get the ship operational double time. Aye, sir. Helmsman, all power to engines. Warning, we have one inbound enemy. An enemy missile frigate took aim at the Sunrider. Captain Shields gritted his teeth as the Sunrider's engine sparked back to life, painfully, slowly. Pew 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 pew! Ava! Wow. And we're still docked. Still have those weird, like, rings on around us. Simultaneously, as the frigate launched a swarm of missiles at the Sunrider, her engines roared to life, lurching the ship forward. The missiles struck the dry dock support exactly as the Sunrider flew out of the resulting fireball. Behind her, the dry dock collapsed in a chaos of steel and fire. Captain Shields breathed a sigh of relief while Ava looked utterly unaffected by the peril they were just in. We're in the clear. Sunrider is joining the fight. Fire weapons! Take these bastards out! Battle stations! Okay. Time for tactics, I guess. Welcome to the tactical screen, Captain. From here, you can issue orders to the crew during battle. In front, you see the battle grid. This grid shows where friendlies and enemies are positioned on the battlefield. You may click and drag the left mouse button to move the camera around the battlefield. Further, you can use the mouse wheel to zoom in and out. To issue an order to a unit, simply select a unit under your command, indicated by the blue ring. Then you may order the unit to move to another grid, or to use an attack, okay? It's very basic, or at least a basic explanation for now. Moving and attacking expends energy. Each unit has a finite number of energy points. Once all of the units under your command no longer have enough energy to act, you must end your turn. Okay, so turn-based tactics. I wasn't really sure what the gameplay was exactly, so I guess it's like Fire Emblem, right? Something like Fire Emblem. You know? Packed units are indicated by the red ring. Your current objective is to eliminate all packed ships from the map. The Sunrider is aimed with a comprehensive suite of weapons to fulfill this task. Laser-based weapons have the longest range but deal little damage. Kinetic-based weapons have short range but pack a punch. Missile-based weapons have both long range and firepower but are limited in supply, so must be used wisely. Okay, so different kinds of weapons. Reminds me of what was it? What was it? That was that roguelite space game? FTL, right? FTL. So it reminds me of that. Anyway, use the Sunrider's weapons to eliminate the packed missile frigates. Good luck, Captain. Okay. Can I save, actually? Yeah. let me just save, just in case. I don't know, I mean, this is the tutorial, and I assume you can't really lose here, but just in case. So you move around like this. Anyway, like, click that. Okay. Well, actually, I heard her voice, but like, is the music too loud, I think? Not main, but settings. Let me turn down the music, actually. Maybe the music is too loud. Just a little. Because, I think she said something there. Like, there was actually, like, some voice acting, but you couldn't hear her. Maybe there. I should have done this before, but I guess I'll do it now. It's the tutorial. Anyway. Alright. So we can click on our ship, that's the Sunrider. These are our enemies. We can move around, this causes energy? Alright, this is our energy, right? And this is HP. Assault is, I think, sprays low caliber rounds at the enemy. Armor's choice is effective against the assault. Use down to shoot down incoming enemy missiles, but loses effectiveness against sustained barrages. Why can't I speak? Okay, assault guns, lasers, accurate from long distances, mitigated by enemy shields, kinetic, very powerful, but short distance. Choice is effective. Okay, the armor works against kinetic as well as the assault gun. I guess, I don't know, I was thinking the assault gun was kinetic, but I think maybe because assault is just the basic weapon that you can use. And these are missiles, limited in supply. Oh, you get one, I guess. Oh, here's a rocket, but oh, we don't have any rockets. So what do we do? Well, I mean, yeah, 100 energy. Can we move and shoot? Or forward. Okay. Can I shoot here like this? Oh, 90%, I guess. What about kinetic? Oh, 15%. Alright, so laser is better, probably better if I want to stay back, so let's just shoot a laser, I guess.
Target locked. The attack is successful.
The attack is successful. Alright. 10 damage. I guess that's all we can do. Let's end our turn. The packed phase. Oh, they're shooting missiles. Wah. Now we got... The hull is holding. 3 intercepts. I guess some of our guns shot down the missiles, maybe? I guess they're only shooting missiles. That's it. That's all they have. Ouch. Our hull is beginning to fracture. Well, we're fine, Ava. We have tons of HP. You know?
At your command.
Okay, I want to move closer, though. Let's see. We can just move, but I don't know if that's a good idea. Well, alright, let's just test everything. We could just stay here and just keep shooting our lasers, but I want to try everything out, you know? So, let's go a little bit closer, go here. 2 spaces, and we can use the assault. So it's only 45%, it probably doesn't do much damage. But let's try it. Pew pew pew!
On target.
Not that much damage. And let's just end our turn. Alright, so we're just learning the basics of this game, of the gameplay. And that reminds me again of Fire Emblem. A little bit of XCOM too, but only like only because of the percentage values, you know, to hit and stuff. Otherwise, not
Sections 32, 16, and 2.
And then like in XCOM, you control multiple units though and stuff. Oh well, then again, so does Fire Emblem, and I'm assuming a Sunrider too. That you can control multiple riders. I think they're called, like the mechs. I think they're mechs. I think the riders are mechs, I am assuming. Can we move here? And can we... kinetic? Still 60%. Not that great. Let's move even closer.
Engage the enemy face to face.
Face to face. Yeah, Evo. Bam.
The enemy has taken damage.
Alright. I wonder if we can, like, make the turns,
Hull breaches on deck 0.
skip the animations, or not skip the animation, at least make them faster, because probably gonna see a bunch of them, you know, in this game.
Our systems are catastrophically failing one by one.
It can get a little redundant after a while. Usually a lot of people in who play tactics game, or tactics RPGs in particular, you know, after they play a bunch of them, or a bunch of hours in the game, they want to skip the animations because they already know what's gonna happen, and all the flashy stuff, all the flashy animations are probably not gonna impress them.
Forward.
You know, like 20 hours into the game or something. Though, I don't know how long this game is, actually, so probably isn't gonna be 20 hours.
Hit is solid.
Then again, who knows? I don't know. Anyway, we shot that frigate down with our cannons. Kaboom! Yeah. More missiles. Should really stop shooting our missiles. Well,
Systems are catastrophically failing one by one.
well, I guess we are getting low, Ava. It's not so great right now. Let's
All
see.
systems are green.
What we can do is kinetic.
Initiating.
Bam.
The attack is successful.
21. We can finish them off with assault, or we could just shoot a missile. Why not? Bam!
The enemy will be neutralized.
100%. Destroyed.
Has taken damage.
Were there people on that ship? I mean, I guess soldiers, you know. So, oh, we get money or enemy destruction reward, repair costs, net gain. Oh, I guess if we take damage, then we do lose money. I guess so. That's interesting. And I was wondering if there are like civilians in there, like engineers and stuff. But again, I guess they're all considered like military personnel, and then they did like attack us, were like self-defense, and they did sign up for it. But then again, who knows? Did they sign up for this? You know, not everyone like wants to be in the war, I guess, or in a war. You know, there might be some conscription going on, so I'm wondering about the morality of all this. But then again, they did attack us, so it's like there's nothing we can do but fight back, I guess. Our forces are pushing the remaining pack units back. The pack frigates are no longer a threat. Join the rest of our fleet. Let's pitch in with the mop-up operation. Aye, Captain. 2 missile frigates down with hardly a scratch. Not bad for my first command, huh, Ava? Charge up Trinities again. Let's give the rest of those missile frigates a parting gift before they warp out of Serra. Aye, Captain. Charging Trinities. They must have been trying to warp in missile frigates and take out our ships before we could respawn. Given how small the attacking force was, though, I'd say the entire operation was... Alert! New contacts on scanner. More missile frigates? No, it's unlike anything I have ever seen before. Legion. Sweet mother of God. What is that thing, Ava? I don't remember Pact having anything that colossal. I'm just getting intel from HQ. It's the Pact Super Dreadnought class warship Legion. Over 3 kilometers in length, armed with enough guns to take down a fleet 3 times our size by itself. That thing's a Venezuela S. Arcadius, or that thing's Venezuela S. Arcadius's personal flagship. Okay. HQ has issued a general retreat. All units are to fall back. The Prime Minister's office has been advised to issue an immediate unconditional surrender. A retreat? It's over already? Well, I guess we lose. The end. A warning! I'm detecting a massive power surge coming from it. Oh wait, brace for impact! Lasers! Oh, I guess that's our guys? What disgusting firepower. Battleships Gallant and the Bohemian Maiden have been sunk. The Fearless has sustained severe damage. Hull breaches reported on Section 34A. Our port trinities are no longer operative. Break away! Our ship doesn't have a chance against that. The enemy warship is powering its weapons again. Big one. It's Star Wars! Report! The warships nuked Sarah City with that last shot. Okay, so it's only nuked a city, even though, well, when you think about it, that's actually horrific. But I was thinking it was nuking the entire planet. You know, that would be catastrophic. But I guess it's just the city. I say that, but again, still horrific. I'm still trying to figure out the scope of the damage, but unbelievable to use a weapon of that magnitude on a civilian target. Well, I guess they're a bunch of bad people because they nuked the city. More than 1 million civilians have been lost. All contact has been lost with our civilian and military leadership. The rest of the Sarah Space Force is scattering. We're going to get overwhelmed if we don't get out of here. What are your orders, Captain? Captain! The Sunrider began to pound as more enemies arrived. Shields wiped sweat off from his brows and saw that his hand was soaked. The pounding wasn't coming from the enemy, it was his own heart. Fall back! Fall back! Warp to the nearest safe harbor. Understood. Navigator, punch in the fallback coordinates into the computer. Spool up the warp drive and prepare to jump. Shields took a final look at his burning home world. This wasn't the end. Ooh. Time for revenge? It's a revenge quest. He was going to be back, no matter the cost. Warp up in 3, 2. I guess that's us, K2 Shields. Warp. Run away! And I guess that's the prologue, I assume? And the, well, prologue slash the tutorial. Shields sat at his office writing his daily log. Well, it's been a week since the fall of Sarah. Despite our best efforts, we've been unable to regroup with the rest of the Sarah Space Force. The crew is starting to fear that we may be the only ones who got out of that massacre, in one piece. To tell the truth, I'm beginning to believe that too. Well, it's time to save then. I don't know what we're going to do or what next step to take. All I know is that we're going to be alone from now. So I guess we were only just part of Sarah. We were not part of like any other alliance or anything like that. I remember at the beginning of the game said the Pact Alliance, or the People's Alliance, like they defeated the old Empire, right? So, I mean, the only other faction, I guess, is the Empire, maybe? Or the old Empire? I don't know. The doorbell interrupted Shield's thoughts. We're gonna need, like, allies, right? To actually fight against this new threat of the galaxy, you know. Anyway, come in. Captain, any news of a fleet? None. The crew's beginning to get worried. We've been doing nothing but scanning for the past week. If a Pact force finds us, we're sitting ducks here. So either we stop searching for any other survivors, or we just we stop, or rather I don't know. I guess the choice is ask Ava that we're. I'm confused. Okay, either we agree that we stop scanning for survivors, or we ask why we should stop. Okay, that's the choice. Comprehension. And I guess, I don't know, I've heard that the choices kind of matter, but I don't think they matter too much. You know, they change a few plot points, but not. I don't think it does change much. As far as I know, I'm not entirely sure though. I'm guessing it might be something like Mass Effect, where like, you know, you either just go renegade or like what was it, Paragon, right? You either like be more of a goody two shoes or more of a like a mean bully kind of badass kind of guy, you know, heartless or whatever. But for the most part, the plot is the same, I think. Anyway, well, let's see. Let's be renegade. Actually, you know, people always are like goody two shoes in most video games, at least from what I've seen. You know, when I see other people play games, let's just be not exactly evil, but like cold and heartless, because our planet got like fucking nuked. We're gonna get revenge, and how we're gonna get revenge? We're gonna be as brutal as possible. Because isn't that how it goes? That's agreed. I think we've wasted enough of our time here. What's left of our government surrendered and was dissolved 6 days ago. I don't think there's any hope in looking for our military anymore. Ava, tell me something. What's a ship without a flag? Sir? Well, a pirate ship. Pirate ship Sunrider. I like the sound of that. We're gonna be pirates. Space pirates! Are we suggesting we go rogue? I don't think we have much of a choice. Our government's no more. We're gonna have to go it alone from now on. So what are you suggesting? Pact won't get away with what they did to our home. We're gonna take the fight to them. With just our one ship? We'll find allies. We're not the only neutral world to have been conquered by them. We find others like us, build a fleet together, and then retake all our planets, one by one. I suppose you already got a plan. Well, just like old times, Ava. It's a good thing they put me as your first officer. I don't even want to imagine how much trouble you'd cause if I weren't here to clean up after you. Ha! Come on now. So you can remember me from high school? Well, I do recall that you were certainly one of the most frustrating youths for a student council president to have to deal with. I remember the time you installed an anti-gravity device in the student council room. It was impossible getting everything cleaned up afterwards. That little thing. Come on. You had a good laugh afterwards, didn't you? No. Well, in the meantime, what are your orders? Well, we'll warp to the nearest neutral planet of Toydaria. Chances are, after the fall of Sarah, they'll be more than likely to be jittery about Pact. Understood. The ship will be prepared to warp at your command. Okay. More exposition, I guess? What's the status of the Sunrider? Well, she's had better days. We had to sail port before we could finish any of our tests. Our missiles are empty and our Vanguard cannons are still offline. And that's not even the worst. We had to leave Sarah before we could pick up any of our riders. Not only that, we're missing our chief engineer and our doctor. Both research and development and the sickbay are still dark. Yeah. We're trying to make do what we have. We'll have to resupply and finish our tests at Toydaria. On that note, I have one more issue. Running a ship is going to take money. I've looked into some ways to raise some immediate cash. The various galactic powers all post bounties on rival factions. I've been putting together a folder containing letters of marquee from all governments currently aligned against Pact. Or Mark or Marquis, I don't know. In other words, our only way of making money right now is privateering for other planets, which have a grudge against Pact, which is pretty much everyone, I'm guessing. Correct. We'll be paid a sum of money for each Pact target we sink. The bigger the target, the bigger the reward. Okay, so that's why we get the $100 each missile frigate we destroyed before. Alright, keep me posted on the money situation. And let's ask her, how are you holding up after what happened? I'm fine, Captain. There's no reason to worry about me. Are you sure? Yes, we've got more immediate problems than that. Okay, keep being professional. We don't want emotions getting in our way of our revenge against Pact. Anyway, I suppose you're right. Indeed. Still, if you need to talk about anything, my door is always open. Alright, so report to the bridge. I'll see you there once I'm ready. Understood. Okay. Alright. Go to the bridge. Can you go anywhere else? No? Guess there's nowhere else to go. You can use the star map at the center of the bridge to plot our course. Okay. Galaxy. There's Sarah and there's Toydaria. Can you go to Sarah? Just go back. Oh, we can learn about Sarah. Class 11 planet. Habitable. Population 4.5 billion. Now less. Less people now. As one of the most industrious planets of the neutral rim, Sarah's long been sought after by the galaxy's main powers. However, its distance from both the Alliance and the former Empire have allowed Sarah to remain relatively neutral in galactic politics. Formerly ruled by a tyrannical regime, the people of Sarah are skeptics of the nationalistic governance and are an individualistic lot. While certainly powerful enough to play a larger role in the galaxy, Sarans have been content to remain on the sidelines and let the Alliance and Pact play out their squabbles far away from Sarah. Warning, this planet is now under Pact occupation. Travel to and from Sarah has been restricted under the authority of the Venisar's office. Oh no. Well, I guess no choice but to go to Toydaria. A class 3 planet, I guess. Class is like technological development or something like that. So class 11 is like, oh, they're pretty advanced, but class 3 is not so great. Population 3 million. Oh, very small population, I guess, compared to Sarah. Dry and scarce of creature comforts, the neutral planet of Toydaria will be omitted from most star maps if not for its rich ore deposits. Consequently, most of the Toydaria's inhabitants are related to the mining industry in some form. Toydarians are as rugged as the rocks which line the surface of Toydaria and possess a straightforward and humorless attitude. Toydarians are fierce mercantiliuses. I don't know how to say that. Like merchants, basically, or mercantiliuses, and will pinch every penny out of a deal. While rich in ore, Toydaria's hostile climate has protected it from foreign encroachment. There's no strong alignment with either Pact or the Alliance, and generally favored whoever paid for its ore. Let's go. Hi, Captain. Course laid in. All hands. This is the commander speaking. We will momentarily enter jump space to the neutral world of Toydaria. Assume jump stations and await further orders on dropout. The jump drive is functioning as expected, Captain. Core status is green. On your word. Warp. Pew. I guess some Star Trek vibes as well, whenever we warp and stuff. Warp complete, Captain. We're arriving at the mining world of Toydaria. What kind of help do you think we'll be able to get here? Well, resources and supplies, at least. There's a big space mining operation going on around the rings of the planet. You might want to hold that thought. I'm detecting unknown vessels on an intercept course for us. Flag? I'm not finding any of them on any of the flag registries. Damn. Pirates. Red alert. Raise shields and power weapons. We're being hailed. Ah. Small pirate. This is the Pirate Rider Havoc. Lower your shields and surrender your cargo. Stand down. This is an armed warship of the Sarah Space Force. We will not hesitate to open fire if you approach. Sarah Space Force, huh? Your ship will make a lovely addition to my pirate fleet, after we've dealt with you, of course. Boys, rough them up. Well, I guess that bodysuit really reminds me of, what was it? Neon Genesis Evangelion? Or how you say it? Neon Genesis Evangelion? Anyway. That anime that everyone knows. Ava, what's the situation? 2 pirate riders, inbound fast. Both infantry class. There's one more bomber class rider leading them. Designation Havoc. Also, 2 pirate destroyers are approaching. Estimated time until arrival, 10 minutes. Well, let's try to end this before the destroyers get here. Concentrate all firepower on the lead pirate rider. Besides, she just looks like a little girl. Maybe a little show of force will help put her in her place. Well, that's a little judgmental, Kato. In a lot of animes, little girls are very powerful. Captain, please don't underestimate the enemy. We're heavily outnumbered, Captain. What are your orders? I'll concentrate on the lead bomber. These pirates think about nothing but themselves. Once Cosette, or Cosette, or Cosette? Cosette? It's double T's, so maybe Cosette. But then again, sometimes double T's doesn't always mean that you will pronounce the final vowel. I don't know. I'll just say, Cosette, whatever. Cosette, once Cosette realizes we mean business, she'll probably back off. Well understood, Captain. Let's hope this goes as planned. Objective? Destroy the Havoc. Okay, so we can't... I guess we'll avoid destroying all the other units and only destroy Havoc, maybe? That's the war plan, I guess, or the battle plan.
Awaiting orders.
We can just stay back, I guess. Then again, do they have shields though? I'm not sure. I don't know if we should get closer. I have a feeling that they'll just get closer, right? Or they might move closer. So us moving closer is not a good idea. Then again, Cosette or Havoc is a bomber class. Or I don't know what that means. Does it mean like they can stay back and shoot, or do they have to move close? I don't know. Let's just shoot them with a laser.
Commencing fire. On target.
Not that great. And I guess... No, we're too far away. Never mind. Let's end our turn.
Let's light the sky up.
Pew pew pew! 0 intercepted. I guess there's only 1 missile anyway, so... Sometimes I don't know when...
Sections 32, 16, and 2 have been compromised.
Really? Was it really, or are you saying that?
Sections 32,
Oh, I guess we can skip? We can just click? Okay, I was wondering how you could, like, skip an animation sometimes. I don't know when. When to click to actually skip.
reaches on deck 0.
Yeah, but I guess I want to watch the animations. You know, at least
Our systems are catastrophically failing
for a
one by
bit.
one.
Like for my first few hours, I want to see the animations. Why not? Now, damage report. We're venting air in 4 sections. Our systems are stretched to capacity. How did so many missiles get through? Are the gunners blind, Ava? We're still recovering from Sarah, Captain. The Sunrider's giving it her all. Now's our chance. Take their engines out, but leave the ship intact. We'll board and cut down the crew hand to hand. You're awfully persistent for a little girl, aren't you? Did you just call me little? Yes. You know, she reminds me of that, what was that anime? Tanya or whatever? Like, evil Tanya? You know, featuring the little girl who's actually very brutal and, like, kills everyone on the battlefield or whatever. I don't know, anyway. You kill them all. Believe the captain for me. He's mine. Captain, please do not provoke the enemy. Damn. Just one problem after another. Oh. The cavalry has arrived. What the? Who are you? A hero of justice. Looks like you could use a hand there. Don't worry, my blackjack will take care of these guys in a flash. She's riding a mercenary rider licensed by the United Mining Guild, Captain. Probably hired security for the mining operation on Toydaria. Do you think we can trust her? Well, it doesn't look like we have much of a choice. Alright, pilot of blackjack, let's see what you got. No problem. By the way, did you know about repeating attacks? Some weapons, like assault rifles, don't deal much damage, but shoot multiple times in a single attack. It's a good way to deal reliable damage against units with high evasions like riders. Watch out though, they're totally useless against intact units with armor, like bombers and capital ships. Of course, if you punch a lot of holes in their armor with a big gun first, even a little pea shooter will mess them up good. If you select a weapon, the third weapon listed on the enemy unit is that unit armor's rating. The third number listed on the enemy unit. Be careful when you're using kinetic type weapons especially, because armor's twice as effective against kinetics. Okay. Here? Armor rating 11. Okay, armor rating 0. Armor rating 0. Okay. What should we do though? You know, common game logic would say to destroy the ads first, right? Destroy the supporting enemies, so as to like lessen the damage output of the enemy. So maybe we should do that. Okay, so these enemies have 0 armor, so it's probably a good idea to shoot them down with kinetics, maybe?
The Sunrider is at your disposal, Captain.
Let's move forward. Let's see. That's 18% though, it's not great. I wonder if I should move even closer. Maybe? Alright, I'm just gonna go ham. Go forward.
We will engage the enemy face to face.
Shoot a missile. Not yet. I don't want to use a missile yet. I think we can move. Yeah, we can move the blackjack. Okay, she has 110 armor. Pulse? What's pulse? Pulse is, I guess, again, just a normal attack. That's not laser or. Then again, okay, I'm getting confused. We learned about the different fire weapon or different weapon types of the Sunrider, but not the different weapon types of the Rider, though. So I don't know. I guess pulse and laser are like both the same. They're like energy weapons. Melee is like, I guess, very close. You have to be, I'm assuming, get very like right next to them to actually use melee. And assault, I guess, is just a normal, basic kinetic weapon. I guess again. Okay, so that's how it works. There's like a weak version of the typical weapons they use, like laser and kinetic. There's pulse and assault, maybe. Is that how it works? Anyway, let's actually move her. Where do we want to move her though? I want to be able to use 20, 40. That's 70, right? No, 60. Oh no, basic math. I don't know how to do basic math. But I guess we can move here. And we can use pulse, right? No. Low hit chance though. Again, let's destroy these guys first. Then again, this might be the wrong idea. Just a sure. Might be the bad idea, actually. Because then again, if we destroy the extra, you know, extra enemies, we get money, right? Or do we? I don't know. She's still gonna attack the Sunrider? I guess she is. I hope they don't always attack the Sunrider. Because then again, well, it might be a bad idea then to focus on the other targets. Oh, she's attacking twice. Okay, that might be a that might have been a bad idea. We might just die. Whoops.
Warning! Core implosion is imminent.
Heal.
Warning! Core implosion is imminent.
Core explosion imminent. We're all gonna die.
Recommend we abandon ship.
Well, we're all dead.
Recommend we abandon ship.
Game over. Even
Rider has sustained critical damage. The core is melting down. Energy spike detected. All hands.
rip. I guess even with the intervention, we've been defeated. Let's try again. Bad end. Let's skip. Okay, this time let's do it better. Oh, skip mode. Can we... I wanna not enter skip mode anymore? Or... I don't know. I don't know. Actually, is there hockey? Is there like a hockey for... No, I don't think... I don't know. Bleh. Whatever. Whatever. Because it says skip mode. I'm assuming it might skip the other dialogue. Sometimes I don't want to skip. Anyway. I guess... Run away? Actually, yeah. It's skipping all the animations. Oops. I didn't mean to do that. Let me just load. Load, right? Load. Okay, but how... okay, now I'm... Oh, I guess we use command points? I didn't know about this. Anyway, how do I... Okay, this is kind of annoying, actually. How do I cancel skip mode? I don't know. Nani?